When I think about AI regulation, I think back to a century ago when America faced a similar choice about how to design its cities. Cars were new and they were dangerous. Pedestrian deaths were skyrocketing and public opinion was turning against automobiles. For a moment, it looked like cities might restrict cars to the outskirts, keeping downtowns walkable. But the auto industry saw the threat, and they acted. They didn't just sell cars, they sold a new legal framework. They popularized the word jaywalking, lobbied for ordinances, and flipped the blame from cars to people. The result wasn't just more cars. It was a century of car-dominated infrastructure, suburban sprawl, car dependency, the decline of rail, and the loss of walkable, mixed-use neighborhoods. That's what happens when laws are written too early, under the sway of powerful industries, and that's the mistake we risk repeating with AI. Now, contrast that with how America usually makes law. We legislate after harm is undeniable. The Civil Rights Act came after segregation was visible and protested. The Clean Air Act came after smog choked our cities. Sarbanes-Oxley came after Enron collapsed. We don't legislate on speculation. We legislate on evidence. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. Yes, AI has created problems. Deepfake scams, biased algorithms. But fraud and bias are not new. Americans already lose tens of billions every year to fraud. AI adds new attack vectors, but it hasn't created a new category of wrong. The law already knows how to handle fraud, discrimination, and defamation. If we rush to legislate AI now, we risk repeating the jaywalking mistake. We risk letting the biggest players write the rules in their favor. We risk stifling the small innovators who might otherwise keep America competitive. And we risk shaping our future around today's fears instead of tomorrow's realities. A moratorium isn't about denial. It's about humility. It's about saying, let's enforce the laws we already have. Let's punish proven harms. Let's wait until the evidence is clear before we reshape the landscape. Because once we write the wrong laws, we can't easily undo them. Just ask anyone stuck in traffic on a 6-lane highway where a train used to run. Some will say, but AI is different in kind, not just degree. Yes, AI can scale faster, and it can be opaque. But we already have tools for that. Discovery in court, adverse action notices in credit, disparate impact analysis in discrimination law. These aren't new problems. They're old problems with new packaging. Others will say, without disclosure, rights are hollow. But disclosure isn't the only way to surface evidence. Discovery, once again, is the mechanism. Rights remain enforceable. And some will say, we can't wait for systemic harm. Let's be honest. Setting aside the word systemic, we already tolerate fraud and discrimination under reactive enforcement. AI is not an exception. It doesn't deserve a special carve-out just because it feels new. So, here's my position. AI doesn't demand a brand new legal regime. What it demands is patience, perspective, and the courage to avoid repeating the mistakes of history. We should not let fear today write laws that cripple us tomorrow. If we legislate AI too soon, we risk doing to our digital future what jaywalking laws did to our streets.